you're a sex worker, you're going to have sex with other people. That means
Yeah.
you're going to spread it to less people. So it's just a management type of thing. It doesn't prevent anything.
Safe sex. There you go.
Yes. So on the other hand,
Yeah.
adult film stars,
Ooh.
34% of them tested dirty for gonorrhea, chlamydia, or both.
Wow.
Oh, God, that's nasty.
34%.
Yeah. So that is a risk that
Uh-huh.
you take doing adult films.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's another thing that, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying this. They're probably going to be mad. They're already mad at me all over Twitter because I say stuff like this all the time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jolius podcast, episode 2. Tonight, I got two great guests, great, wonderful friends. One's an adult actress, and the other one, an aerospace engineer. Two worlds cross-colliding together like Harold and Kumar. Let me introduce to you the lovely Kourtney Chase.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And here we got my lovely, wonderful friend, aerospace engineer, Billy Kumar.
Hey guys, what's up?
All right, so let's start this off, Kourtney. Who are you? What do you do? And how did you do it?
How did I do it?
How did you do it?
That's
Yeah.
a very long question, but let's just start with who I am.
All right, for sure.
So my name is Kourtney Chase. I am an adult entertainer. I am an adult actress, but I like to say entertainer because I do more than just the films. Actually, I started off like escorting, and then I moved on into legal brothels here in Nevada. That's actually why I moved here. I've worked in some strip clubs. I do like private parties and stuff. I own a thrift boutique. My adult actress, I feel like, is like last but not least, I have so many different things that I do.
And how did you do at least one of them? Explain how you did at least one of them.
Well, I guess I can share the reason why I actually got into brothels is because I got in some trouble.
Oh, boy.
I got
hear this,
arrested.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
I got arrested escorting. And so I was like, well, I saw that TV show, HBO Cat House, and, wanted to see what it would be like to work legally because you don't have to worry about getting arrested. You don't have to worry about being hurt by clients and stuff because there's security. We have panic buttons. It's legal. It's licensed. We get tested and everything. And I'm like, it sucks that you have to give them like half your money, but it's better than going to jail. So I'm like, this is worth a shot.
Oh, my God.
And so I got into brothels in 2015.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then actually, it's like a domino effect. I feel like it's like one thing leading into another because then from working in brothels, that's how I actually met adult film stars. Like Sunny Lane was like one of the main ones that worked at Love Ranch Vegas where I worked with Dennis. I saw like how much more they charged than the other girls. So I was like, I want to get into some films too and kind of like boost my image. So that's kind of how like one thing led to another. But I initially started off doing like in-person services with like clients type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's just so much to unpack right there.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Billy, who are you? What did you do? And how did you do it?
Cool. So I'm Billy. Billy is my call sign. My real name is Vaibhav. I used to work in flight tests. We got call signs. And I work for an eVTOL company. So I build electric vertical takeoff and landing airplanes. So like flying cars, even though I don't like the word flying cars. I think it sucks. But, it's an air taxi. It's not a car, okay?
Okay.
Air
Please,
taxi.
don't call us flying cars. We're air taxis. It's more professional. Uber for the sky. Uber meets Tesla in the air.
But Futurama.
No. No flying cars. No flying cars, air taxis. So yeah, I'm an aerospace engineer at heart. I was born a nerd, always been a nerd. Been an entrepreneur now. I work for a startup. We went public. Everything's great. And, now I'm trying to learn more about other aspects of life that I haven't tried while I was being a nerd. So I'm here in Las Vegas meeting all kinds of amazing people, having a lot of fun. And, how I did it, well, that's a long story.
Oh, boy. Another one. Another
A
fun one.
a lot to
stories. They're never
unpack here.
short.
Yeah.
I can tell you how to make and lose $250,000 within 6 months. I can tell you how to blow up a startup because of your huge ego. I can tell you how to really be a good leader and to lead your team to do amazing things and drive them to do good things. And also tell you how to be an idiot. I'm good at all of that.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that does sound like an adventure. Losing so much exorbitant amounts of money.
Yeah.
Trying to do more than one startup, you said.
Yeah, that was, I did it twice when I was 18, when I was 23, 24. No, 25. I'll get back to it though. I'm going to be an entrepreneur again. Mom, I know you're watching. I know you hate it, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. You're 28 now, right?
And no, I'm almost 30. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a journey.
It's I bet. All right, so Kourtney,
What's up?
about that. What was it? The Bunny Ranch? Which ranch was it?
I personally worked at Love Ranch Vegas, which
Uh-huh.
is in Nye County. It's about an hour, a little over an hour from Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know, Kourtney, like, because we've talked before, and I'm just so fascinated by this. You know, I'm a nerd, right? We're
Right.
aerospace engineers. This is like a part of life that for me is like completely different, right?
Right.
So how did you actually get into it? Because
You fill out an application like every other job.
Yeah, just
You
walk
go
right-
to
Oh, mind blown.
bunnyranch.com
Mind
and then
blown.
it says employment, and then you have to fill out the application.
Yeah.
And then if they're interested by the way you look and the pictures you submit, then they'll bring you in for your
No,
first
but,
tour
like-
where you have to get tested and get a sheriff's card. You can't work until you get your sheriff's card.
Okay, before we talk about the sheriff's card, like what was your primary driver to get into this industry? It's a very niche industry.
Well,
People have
like I
various
said,
connotations about it. Yeah.
I got arrested escorting.
Yeah.
You know, just doing it independently, posting on, you know, online websites and stuff and
Yeah.
review boards and whatnot, and meeting people myself. You know, you end up running into bad clients that hurt you and you get arrested and go to jail. Did that a few times, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go see what it's like. Maybe it's worth giving them the 50% just to have that legitimacy.
Okay.
Because, you know, before all my money was under the table. Now, you know, working in brothels, it's a 1099. So, you know, you pay taxes, you have a proof of income, you know, have a business license in the state of Nevada and a business bank account and everything. So, yeah,
Okay.
it makes it legit.
But what's like the process like? Because that's what Julius was asking about. Like, what's the process to actually become professional and work in a brothel?
Well, first you have to go on their website and apply.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get accepted, you go for your first tour. You have to get a business license in the state of Nevada as a sole proprietorship.
Wow.
So like your business, it's the same kind of license that you
Oh.
get if you're a freelancer, if you work in a strip club. Like if I work in a strip club, I can use that same license.
Yeah.
Just like any other business, then basically.
Right,
Okay,
right. And
gotcha.
then from there, you get an STD test. Once you are cleared by the doctor, then you go to the sheriff's department. They fingerprint you, do a background check, and you get a sheriff's card. Just like if you work in a casino or a strip club here in Vegas, it's the same concept. And depending on what county you work in is how long that license will last. In Nye County, the county closest to Vegas, they like to like extort the girls. It's
Oh.
$150 every quarter, so every 3 months.
Oh wow.
That is scummy.
I've also worked
Yeah.
in like Elko County,
Uh-huh.
and theirs is like $275, but it's for a whole year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's regulated county by county.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in the state of Nevada, though,
Yes,
right?
only in the state of Nevada.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard that there's other states that are starting to decriminalize, but that still doesn't like make it safer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, for those other states, I'm glad you're giving them the opportunity to possibly do prostitution, I guess. But
Girls are gonna do it anyways. You know, by making it a black market,
Yeah.
just like with drugs and anything, it makes it more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm,
You
ju-
know.
I
And then
agree with you on
then
that,
they get
yeah.
tax money off of it. Like our tax money literally funds those little small rural counties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we pay a lot.
And it's the world's oldest profession. Like people don't realize it, but it's the world's oldest profession. And if they just built some, I know, you know, there's some societal issues about it, which we'll discuss, I'm sure. But if they just build an infrastructure around it, it will be so much safer for everyone involved. Right? Like let's
Less
not try to bury it.
exploitation.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, when they do start making the rules and the infrastructure and the laws upon it, there will be exploitation upon that as well. That's how
Yeah, it depends on the owner. There is still some abuses within the legal system as far as like not being able to leave. Certain owners don't allow you to leave. They feel like if you leave their property, you have to get retested. And like I helped like fight for that and went to like the county commission in Nye County to a couple of meetings and stuff, and like proposed that they repeal that from the new ordinance that they were trying to write. And lucky enough, all 5 of them said yes to my request. So I was really happy about that. Not that it made a difference because it's still in the brothel owner's contracts. So most of them still won't let you leave. You have to like get special permission. And it
Yeah.
becomes this whole favoritism thing of like who can get the most privileges from management and stuff and kissing ass. And I'm just not with that. I just feel like everybody should be treated the same. should be professional. I also think that if
What do you
it
think?
wasn't just legal in Nevada, if it was more legally widespread, it would be easier for girls to fight for those rights. But because
Yeah.
it's only exclusively available in Nevada, they can just tell you bye, go somewhere else, go work independently and risk getting hurt and arrested.
Yeah.
You know, they have that power because it's the only place. There's only
Yeah.
so many slots. There used to be more than 20. Now I think there's only like 18, 17 brothels left in the state, and each one only has so many rooms available, so only so many girls get accepted.
Oh, okay, so they're basically strong arming them. It's like, we are this safe haven for your profession.
Basically.
And then
right.
we have all the rules, we have all the power.
You follow our rules or you can go, basically. How most of them end up. And granted, it's a lot better than working illegally, and it did do a lot for me as far as becoming legitimate. It's still messed up. If it's legal, it should be legal, and we should have
Yeah.
the same ability to stand up for, our rights and stuff as any other industry.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fair. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff like the average person doesn't know about the
Right.
industry. So what's something that you want, the average person who's going to be viewing this to really know?
Well, I feel like most people's perception is that like we're brainwashed or, it's exploitation even if you choose to do it. But I kind of disagree. I think it's most people's it's a moral holdup based on like people's personal beliefs. I'm personally not super religious. Where's I going with this?
Yeah, you repeat the question, Billy?
One more
Yeah,
time. That would
it's
help.
it's kind of like what's something you want people to know about what you do and why you do it. Because I agree with you. There's, before I moved to Vegas, and from the background I'm from, people have like all these weird ideas. And of course now I'm way more understanding of the bigger picture, but the average person is not. They'll have certain ideas of why you do what you do. Maybe you were exploited, maybe you had some past history that was, you had some incident in life that caused you to do this. So,
Even if that is the case, it doesn't mean that those girls deserve to go through certain things. Just because
Yeah.
you're making a decision that somebody doesn't like and maybe doing something that might be harmful to yourself,
Yeah.
I still think it's society's responsibility to reduce harm versus judging and making the situation worse for that person. And I feel like the justice system is based on punishment and not rehabilitation or actually helping people.
Yeah,
And that's
fantastic,
that's really my problem with it. You can disagree with somebody or judge somebody or not like what they do, but that doesn't mean that like we deserve to be abused.
yeah, absolutely.
So-
And you feel strongly that right now you just don't have the right infrastructure, even though it's legal.
Right. The owner that I work for now is great,
Yeah.
But there are a lot of issues with it, and I wish I could work independently under like a system where I could work for myself, and still be able to do that legally without having to work in a house, or like have the house be like a hotel where I just rent the room and they leave me to run my business and not micromanage everything.
Yeah.
Most sex worker advocates want decriminalization, like a system like New Zealand is like ideal. Because you can work for yourself or in a brothel.
So you started you started doing things illegally, and then you started working
Right.
in a professional environment. And how'd you get into adult movies? Like, how was that transition?
Working for Dennis Hoff. I met porn stars working at Love Ranch Vegas. Probably the most well-known one, Sunny Lane. She's like a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
I don't watch porn, so I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
she's-
Yeah,
Mom, I know you watch
She's
it.
been around for a long time. She's a Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Dennis Hoff, who is he?
Dennis Hoff is the owner of the Bunny Ranch, and also, if you've ever heard of the television show HBO Cat House, he owned probably at one point 40% of all the brothel licenses in the state.
Oh wow.
He owned Bunny Ranch, Love Ranch North, Love Ranch South, Sagebrush, Kit Kat, Alien Cat House, and Red Light Cabaret.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like almost the entire brothels here in Nevada. I was like, whoa.
It's like a little bit less than half.
a little bit less.
Yeah, probably
Almost
like
half.
40-something% of the
Yeah.
licenses he owned before he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madame Suzette inherited them, I think, after he passed away. She was on the business licenses, except for Love Ranch. That's why Love Ranch Vegas got shut down.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't know, every county has different regulations, and
Yeah.
I don't think they could have more than one person on the business license. I'm not sure. But
Okay. Okay.
I just know that the
Yeah.
ones up north near Reno,
Uh-huh.
those ones stayed open, and the southern house
So that's how
shut
you
down.
So
and
that's how you
sat there
got.
for 3 years until somebody just recently purchased it, I heard.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, there's a lot of consolidation happening, across Nevada. I've seen that, like in various businesses. Casinos are one example. But what I really want to know is, because I asked a bunch of my friends like what they want to
Right.
ask you. So they gave us some really, really good questions. Okay, we're in trouble for this.
okay.
But,
I think we'll be good. All right, let's
But-
pull it all out.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If it's
Let's
something I
go.
can't say, I'll let you know.
yeah,
All right, all
Just
right.
whatever
Right.
you feel good about.
Right.
So, what are some of the secrets of porn that us average people who watch porn don't know?
Don't use it as sex education. It is entertainment. Don't go watching super hardcore stuff and go back to your girlfriend and think that's gonna fly.
Whoops.
Oops! Oh God!
Whoops.
Just
I think I messed
saying.
up already.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there are normal people that do have their kinks, but it's not meant to be sex education. You don't go watch a video game and think you're going to go outside and shoot people like you do in a video game. It's entertainment. It's like saying Harry Potter is real life, okay?
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
what else? What else? Tell us more.
Like what?
Okay.
So
I got-
is it?
I got a question.
You go.
I got a
Okay,
question.
Julius, you go.
Specifically about the Japanese porn.
Oh, tentacle porn.
Tentacle porn.
Okay.
They do like this weird ass.
I've never done
creepy-
that.
Yeah, well, I have friends that go to anime
Right.
conventions and they're
Right.
into like the hentai, they're into like the Japanese porn, they're into like the squid shit. I'm all like,
Right. It's always some squid arms that just like grab the girl and then start fucking her and sticking what are those things? Tentacles in her mouth and
yeah.
stuff. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like, why is that a thing?
Yeah. Why is that a
Why
thing?
is that a thing?
Why are a lot of things in porn a thing? To be honest with you,
That's a good
my
point.
personal opinion, but to each their own. If
Yeah.
people are willing to pay for it and there's models that are willing to go through certain things to get that shot, good for them. Me personally, you won't be seeing two dicks and one hole on me. I'm cool off that.
Okay,
But, yeah.
confirmed. Has not done that DP.
No,
All right.
I
Yeah.
have not. I have not even done an anal scene.
Really?
No, I don't. I wouldn't make it in mainstream.
You
that's
don't
that's
think you
why.
can make it? I like. Just,
I've done it. I've done a few. I've done red carpets. I've done a few like mainstream things. I went through 2 different agents, but didn't really work out. I didn't get booked as much as I would like. I have tattoos. I'm not like super skinny. I've already had a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh dang.
And I don't do hardcore shit. I probably could have got booked more if I did anal, but I just use it to boost my image. That was the
Yeah.
whole point of doing adult films. Boost the image so I can charge customers in the brothels more and then have an OnlyFans. All that traffic that I built
Yeah.
up from doing those few little mainstream things and like revert it to my own stuff.
Wow.
That was the plan. It was a marketing scheme.
Wow. So it was basically lead gen for you. Like doing porn was lead gen.
Yeah, it's like the last thing on my list of things that I do. That's why I call myself an adult entertainer versus an actress because
Yeah.
My main source of income still is brothels. I make more money doing that than anything else I'm doing right now. I would say my thrift store is runner up though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And then
I
my
wanna know,
OnlyFans is after that.
I want to know more about the thrift store because that sounds really interesting. But I've got a bunch of questions that everyone
Right.
sent me on Instagram.
Yeah, you opened up
Right.
your new thrift store. Let's hear about that. So what's going on?
Well, we already had a different location for about a year. I think you actually went there.
I did.
Right,
I did.
but it got broken into a couple of times, so we actually moved to a new location, and the grand opening is September 30th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my business partner, he has like a lingerie store, Elegant Secrets, and then my thrift store is inside of that store, and it's about the chase, because you know my last name is Chase.
Yeah.
So it's about the chase.
It's about
I love it. I freaking love
plugging
it.
that. Yeah.
Okay, back to questions. Okay, Julius.
All right,
You
wait.
ready for this?
Lay
So
it out.
everyone sent me a bunch of questions on Instagram. This is a very important one, guys. I know you're watching. Does size matter?
Oh my god.
The good old class.
This is. Everyone wants to know
Classic
this.
question.
Everyone wants to know
I
this.
think it depends on the girl that you ask.
Uh-huh.
I really
The
think it
cop out
does.
answer. There you go.
All right, wait. All right, I got this.
It's not a cop out answer. It's really
Uh-huh.
the truth because I know some of my friends personally
Yeah.
that have preferences. I know what my preference is, and
Yeah.
then I know some girls who say it doesn't matter. You know, so I really do think it's
Okay.
personal
So,
preference.
so Kourtney, does size matter to you?
to me, that's what you really want to know.
Yeah, I got the real questions for you viewers.
Okay,
I got you,
so
boys.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like guys on the bigger side, but I mean, it wouldn't really matter if they're good at giving head.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Giving head. That's all
Yes.
that matters.
It's the main thing that matters. If you're good at that, you can kind of overlook other things.
Okay.
There you
Right.
go, boys. You gotta eat her out. You'll get whatever you want. You meet a girl, pretty girl, average girl, whatever girl. If you want her to pay for your food, you gotta eat her out good,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Eat it
I'm all
out like
for
In
that.
and Out.
Oh, eat it- I love
There's a
it.
TikTok right there.
Eat it out like In and Out. There you go. There you go.
Cool. Okay, another question. This one is a really deep one, actually. Does working as an adult entertainer, how does it affect your personal dating life? Like, do guys find
usually-
issues? And, like, if you're being intimate, are there any
You
issues?
usually just date other people in the same industry, to be honest with you.
Is that like a comfort thing or?
It's just they understand more so what you do because they do the same thing.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like most porn stars date other porn stars. As far as escorts and stuff, I mean, I don't know.
Or does it like
Yeah.
vary if you're an escort? It's like, oh, we only date other escorts, or sometimes we date the Johns.
Yeah,
Mm,
no, I mean, I guess some girls do, but I would not recommend dating.
Well,
I would not.
Well-
I don't think it's a good idea to mix business and pleasure. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion. I wouldn't.
So, do you feel, so going deeper on that question, right? Because I thought when someone sent me that question, I was
It
like,
can be difficult though, like
Yeah.
to date a regular person. I
Yeah.
guess you would say, not to say what's normal and what's not normal, because
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not normal to do porn. It's
Yeah.
just different strokes for different folks.
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
find somebody that.
What about intimacy? Like, do you get any issues with that if you love someone versus the job? Does it
kinda
feel
like-
different to you? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's
the
like
same?
light switch on, light switch off. There's
wow.
there's work and there's at home. And like honestly, for me to even really have an orgasm, I feel like I have to have some kind of emotional connection with them. Not
Yeah.
saying like I have to be deeply in love with you, but I have to like
Yeah.
know you as a person and like you and have a certain chemistry. Yeah, I would say it's a lot different than like work.
Cool, fascinating.
Right.
Do you think like you miss out on something because of your career or no?
I mean, it can be difficult, like being
Yeah.
single and being in the industry because, like, you're always pleasing somebody else sexually, and then sometimes you feel like your own needs are neglected.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do kind of feel like that sometimes, but yeah, I mean, it does take
Is what it is,
it
yeah.
does it is what it is. You
Yeah.
you do certain things, you know, for the money, you know what I'm saying? So like, what do you call it? Compromising.
Yeah.
You make sacrifices and compromises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay, the next one, I don't know why this is a question, but what's your favorite video game? Someone asked this, I have to
Favorite
ask
all right,
you.
who is
game?
that guy? Who is that? I will
You know,
call him
you
out right
know
now.
that guy.
Oh, come on. Oh, my God. All right.
Kishore, we're looking at you.
I don't
We'll let
think
slide.
the nerds are gonna like me right now, but I haven't really played any video
All right,
games.
There you go, we're in the same
since,
team here.
Since
Yeah.
I was like a kid, I really used to like Mario Kart. You know,
There you go.
When,
That's
Yeah.
a game.
You know, when I was a kid and stuff like that, and like what is it, Legend of Zelda?
Yes, Zelda.
And what's the monkey one?
I have no clue. I don't play
Donkey
video
Kong.
games.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm a nerd,
I'm like
so-
old school, like you know, where you stick the thing in the box, old like
Okay.
the little
like those like.
64 Nintendo, I think, right? Right. don't
I
know.
have no
I don't know.
Wait,
freaking
what are we
clue.
talking about right now?
Last game I
Video
played
game.
was
Video
Age of
games.
Empires. That's how long it's been. So it was like 15 years ago.
That game's still alive, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
still alive, yeah.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
I have so
Is
much
it?
free time.
I wouldn't know. My sister might know though.
Yeah.
She loves video games.
Oh yeah. So how has your family been with what you do? Like, have they been judgmental? They've been cool.
So I would say like immediate family, like my mom and everything, was more accepting of it than anybody. I mean, my father, I didn't really have a relationship with him after my parents got divorced and stuff like that. So that really wasn't a thing. And then like my extended family, like outside of my family, like aunts and uncles and grandparents, they weren't really too fond of it. But I mean, my mom's the only person that really mattered to me.
Wow.
So
It's good to hear,
It's
man.
good to hear. Me too.
Right.
Mama's boy.
my mom's been through everything with me. Like,
Ooh.
Wow.
yeah, when I was in jail and stuff, she would take the bus to come and see me. You know,
Oh.
an hour bus.
How long were you in jail? You didn't
Yeah.
get bailed out?
So here's the thing. Let's just say I wasn't exactly the age I was supposed to be when I first got
okay.
in
Oh, boy.
trouble. I was in high school, so who has to come and get you when you get in trouble?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you fell in love with a guy, right? Yeah, you just fell in love with someone in high school.
Yeah, that was all
Yeah,
it was.
we'll-
It was
we'll
just
call it
love.
that.
Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then things happen, and all of a sudden you're in a jail cell.
The
Right.
system sucks. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, the justice system is like about punishing people.
Yeah.
It's not rehabilitation. They don't care about kids and trafficking, because
Yeah.
if they cared about kids and trafficking and the fucked up shit that people go through, they wouldn't put people in certain situations in jail. Sorry. Like some of the shit that I went through, if you really like get deep into it, yeah, it's fucked.
So, do you want to talk about it or no?
Yeah, what do
How-
you mean by certain parts of like the Justice Departments
Yeah.
and like the leeways that they
Well, you
give
know,
away?
like you always see ads and stuff about human trafficking, and it's bullshit. It's propaganda. They don't do
Really?
anything to help you. I am a victim or a survivor, or whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I went on National Geographic talking about pimps and where girls walk on the street and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's no like secret or anything. I just didn't know like how much into detail I could go on this particular podcast, but
Oh, we could talk about whatever you want.
okay.
We're all open.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like human and sex trafficking, like
Yeah.
the ones on the milk cartons and stuff, right?
Right. I mean, all of it. All of it.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. It's bullshit. Yeah, I spent my whole childhood or teenagehood or whatever you want to call it in and out of juvenile facilities. When, as a teenager that's been kidnapped, you'd think that when they find you, they'd let you go home. But no, because prostitution is involved, you go to jail. And
Wow.
because I didn't want to testify against the person, you're already a bad kid. You're already getting in trouble at school. You're already getting into fights because you're being bullied and stuff like that.
Wow.
You know, you're already running away from home and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you're not testifying. You must be lying. You must just have ran away again. That's how they
That's
treat.
so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how lawyers get you. They basically entrap you in certain
Yeah.
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 like sentences like that, and they assume you're withholding stuff, so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't really care about the kids. I'm sorry. It's propaganda. It's for votes. It's for votes. It's sick.
Guys, next time you vote, keep that in mind. Okay. Find the right person to vote for. Someone
Look
who cares for
deeper
the kids.
into the bill. Actually pull up the bill and read it.
Yeah.
Like
cool.
we just talked about politics and stuff. We got
Yeah,
for brothels.
I got a better. I got a better topic.
what's
I
up,
got a better
what's up? What
topic,
happened?
Kourtney.
What
Drum roll. Everyone wants to know this.
All right.
Okay.
The money, because I've got a friend. Well, she's mad at me right now, but I've got a friend who recently got into camming, and she told me how much money she makes, and she's just camming, and I'm
Right.
like, man, I'm in the wrong field here, you know?
Right. And imagine doing multiple things. Imagine having that money from camming and then having money from your OnlyFans and your ManyVids and whatever sites you're on, and then doing in-person work and then doing stripping and private parties and all these different sources of income.
Yeah. So tell us about the money. Like, tell us. Just you can give us
Yeah.
rough numbers.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to give exactly.
It also,
we don't want to get you in trouble with
depends on the
IRS.
girl.
But just give us like from your experience, like what kind of money are we talking?
Minimal $100,000 a year.
Wow.
Minimal.
What, you got to put like barely in the work, or you got to put in like all the work just to get that 100 grand?
I'd say part-time.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real money.
You can make more than that, though. I think, what was her name? Alice Little. She was like the first girl in a brothel to make over $1 million. I think it was 1.3 in a year.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it varies. It depends on the
Yeah.
girl and the marketing and the promotion that they do, and then also the people that you collaborate with can make a difference.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
it's
you
like
could,
marketing.
in theory, you could do it for like 4 or 5 years.
And if you do it full time and you really don't take any days off and you work, it varies. But
So in theory, you could do it for 4 or 5 years. Take the money, invest it in, S&P 500, and just retire.
no clue what that is. But I probably should know what that is.
It's
I
basically
know what a
stocks,
Roth
yeah.
RIA is. If that
Yeah,
counts.
there you
yeah.
go, there
So
you
invest it, and
Yeah.
you can retire in 5 years.
Yeah.
You have like 5 mil, 6 mil.
Yeah. Property, stocks, crypto,
Right. Yeah.
whatever nowadays,
Yeah, that's kind of the plan, though. I mean, I've been doing it a lot longer than I wanted to, but it's
Yeah.
mostly because once you do get arrested and you have certain things on your records, going through background checks to even go get a regular job is not really something that I can easily do. I can't even rent a house easily.
Oh,
It's to
wow.
the point where you got to do some stuff you're not really supposed to
Well,
do, get a CPN or something, and
Ooh.
so your
Yeah. Well,
background check doesn't show up.
See, here's the thing with fast money is you got to go through some of that dangerous stuff. Even though you are getting like around 100K minimum,
Yeah.
Luckily,
Annually.
my landlord knows me personally, so
Oh.
yeah, I don't do illegal things anymore.
Yeah. No illegal things.
okay.
No, I moved to Nevada and I worked really hard to
Yeah.
become legitimate.
That's awesome.
So I think that's really like where I messed up at, is not trying to do something legal sooner, because
Yeah.
like that's why I'm behind now. I just turned 29 like a few weeks ago on August 14th, and I feel like if I would have realized certain things back then that I know now, and I would have done all those things, like started investing money and started at my thrift store and like invested into other sources of income that were not like sex work related, I would have been a lot further by now.
I think that's fascinating, right? So we have so many girls these days who are getting into OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
We personally know people who
Save your money, invest, stocks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what would be your top 5 tips for them?
Yeah, because some girls are just not doing what
Yeah.
you just said. They just care about
If
the
you're
fast
not
lane.
financially
Birkin bag.
literate, take some classes. Find a family member that is, or hire a CPA.
Yeah.
Hire a CPA. I think that one should be on the top of the list. Get someone to
Yeah.
handle your finances.
Right.
Basically, if you don't have the time.
And
Yeah.
then I use a tax preparer that actually primarily works with adult entertainers.
Oh, okay.
They'll do other people. They're not going to turn you away, but
Yeah.
they're called, ex-tax pros. They're, what do you call it? Specialize. I don't know why I paused, but they specialize in adult entertainers.
So there must be like a different process compared to other people that prepare their taxes.
It is, but it isn't. They just, a lot of people who do regular taxes and they've never done taxes for somebody who's an adult entertainer, even a stripper,
Mhm.
they don't know exactly what things you can mark off as expenses,
Yeah, because
Because it's different, I can
Yeah.
claim my hair and my nails and like my condoms and my lube and my sex toys and my lingerie, and anything that I actually use during work can be marked off as an expense.
damn, marking
Oh,
off-
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Marking
Yeah.
condoms off as expense. I
marking
love
off
that.
Yes,
marking off a
condoms
dildo.
are an
Yeah.
expense
Yeah.
because, maybe not escorting. There's not rules and regulations, which is another reason why I like brothels.
Yeah.
Because condoms, female condoms, and dental dams are required. So yes, it is an expense.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, how safe are the brothels? Like, what are the safety steps you guys take?
Just ask UCLA. They did a study that tested 160 something porn stars and 160 something Nevada brothel workers. Brothel workers tested negligible, so that means less than 1% tested dirty for anything. Like, nobody tests dirty
Wow.
because we use condoms.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's not testing that actually prevents STDs. The only thing that actually prevents getting an STD is using protection. All testing regularly, all you're doing is like catching it sooner so you can treat it sooner. If
Yeah.
you treat it sooner and you're a sex worker, you're going to have sex with other people. That means
Yeah.
you're going to spread it to less people. So it's just a management type of thing. It doesn't prevent anything.
Safe sex. There you go.
Yes. So on the other hand,
Yeah.
adult film stars,
Ooh.
34% of them tested dirty for gonorrhea, chlamydia, or both.
Wow.
Oh god, that's nasty.
34%.
Yeah, so that is a risk that
Uh-huh.
you take doing adult films.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's another thing that, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying this. They're probably going to be mad. They're already mad at me all over Twitter because I say stuff like this all the time. And I totally don't have any judgments towards anybody. I did porn myself. I do OnlyFans. How can I judge somebody? But for me, I assessed my risk because when you go into the industry, you don't know that stuff. I just did it for an image. I thought the testing was safe like everybody else, and it's through my experiences. And then because I already had worked in brothels and we get tested every 7 days, then it
Yeah.
made sense to me because, gonorrhea and chlamydia, you can catch it today, right? And it will show up on your test 2 to 3 days later. So why is the industry standard to wait 14 days? I think they should be getting tested weekly, and I learned that by working in brothels.
So why are they doing it 2 weeks? Who's doing it? Like, there's no policy
just,
for it?
That's just the policy.
Oh, wow.
The policy is for porn performers to get tested for a full panel every 2 weeks.
So that's like the standard for the porn industry. It depends
Yes.
on like
you
every
can
company, of
personally
course.
say I only accept a 7-day test. That's what I do. But if you go on a professional porn set like Brazzers or Dog Fart or any of like the big companies, yeah, it's 14 days.
compared to a week in brothels.
So that's what kind of also made me take a step back
Yeah.
from doing like adult films or working with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty selective with who I work with, and it has to be like a marketing stunt almost to
Yeah.
work with them.
Oh, speaking of a marketing stunt,
You know who I worked with yesterday?
Yeah, so tell me what happened. Gibby the Clown. I can't wait for you to be on my podcast. I'm just with Kourtney right now. She's going to tell me some good stuff. So Yeah, what happened with Gibby?
Y'all don't want to wait and see? Go check out my Twitter and see.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. It's, Mom, I won't. I promise.
We were on
My mom's
Fremont
watching.
Street.
You're on Fremont Street.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all I'll give away. We did some stuff in the casino. So you'll see how wild it is when it gets posted on
okay.
Twitter
Okay.
Okay, guys, go follow
and
her
on
on Twitter.
OnlyFans.
Go follow her OnlyFans. What's your OF?
I have 2 of them. One of them is just Kourtney Chase, and then one is K_Chase_VIP. The VIP one is like $11, and then the other one is free. But I don't post all the goodies on there.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Listen to Kourtney here.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Fremont Street
Yeah,
Casino.
that was a good one.
Oh my God.
I've never done anything that public.
Really?
Right.
How did it feel? Because there's a bunch of people looking at you. We
found a good corner. I mean, we did get told. This like staff lady walked up and said, "No, you can't do that here." But we just walked away and got a drink, and then came back and did it anyway. So.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Right.
That is so hilarious.
It was fun for sure.
Yeah, another interesting type of porn set.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do exciting viral shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been in the industry for how many years now?
Adult entertainment altogether, let's just say over 10 years.
Wow.
When it comes to like actually doing adult films, I started maybe right after Dennis died. So I want to say the end of 2019.
Okay,
Like,
so 3-4 years.
October,
2 years,
November. Yeah.
10 years. I mean, that's quite a long time, right?
Right. I've actually never really done anything else except for the one time I was on probation and I had to get like a little fake job and I went door to door selling those stupid Kirby vacuums or whatever they're called.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I hate that, Kourtney.
Yeah.
You are the people.
It was just for
yeah.
a couple of weeks to like make my probation officer shut up. Other than
Hopefully he's not
no,
watching.
Yeah.
I'm not on probation anymore.
Okay.
Honey.
If you're watching,
that was
screw
over
you.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm 29.
She's a good girl.
So-
She's a
Yes.
good girl right now.
Yes.
What have you
Since
learned-
2015,
Since
I've been a good
2015.
girl.
There
Yes.
you go.
So, Kourtney, in the last 10 years, like, what are some of the things you've learned that you want to tell people who are entering the industry now? Because with OnlyFans, we have a lot of girls. You know, I have.
It's a lot more work than you think it is. It's not easy money and it's not fast money, especially OnlyFans. You have
Really?
to build an image. You don't just post a video and think you're going to get a bunch of subscribers. It's marketing. You have to collaborate with other people or pay for promo or get on podcasts or you got to market yourself. Like it's just like being any other freelancer or any other independent type of business. You have to treat it like it's a business. If you don't treat it like a business, you're not going to succeed. It's not easy money. Sorry.
Okay, so no more.
To burst your bubble.
Oh no!
or break your heart.
Sorry, ladies. No more thirst traps. No more of those thirst trap videos. No more pics of your booty. You know, you actually got to work. You got to do the marketing. You got to get out there. Okay.
Or get with a guy who can do it for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got a tip right there.
Ooh. Yeah.
Who's
Pay
calling me? I don't know right now, but I'm just going to decline that.
All right. Damn, we got some good stuff going on here. We talked about the brothels, regulations, the justice system, ironically.
I just want to bring up one more thing about the brothels.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
You know what's really funny? The same bed that he died in, so Dennis Hoff died in the same bed that Lamar Odom overdosed in, and guess what? It's in the Ghost Adventures Museum, you know, Zach Baggins here in Vegas.
No.
I don't know,
I
I just
don't.
thought that was a funny piece of information that I always feel like I have to share with everyone.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's funny.
We don't know about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But
A lot of
where's
people
that
don't
bed?
know about that.
Where is it?
Zach Baggins Ghost Adventures Museum here in Las Vegas.
Oh wow. Okay. Guys, go check out that bed. I'm gonna go check it out in a couple of days. I gotta
Yeah.
go. We're gonna go. We're gonna do a field trip.
Who do we need? Who should we invite? Kourtney.
Courtney's
Right,
coming
Right,
around.
I mean,
just-
I was there the day he died, and I've slept in that bed before.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
So you know, I have talking about sleeping in beds. I have questions on your clients. Whatever you
That
can.
kind of sleeping?
Of course.
So, Mom, don't watch this one. Okay.
Okay.
Talking about your clients, like what kind of background are they typically from? What income ranges and what
Again, it varies.
it varies.
All right.
Everyone likes sex. It doesn't matter where you're from.
So what would be?
background you
wait.
come from.
Can I get a repeat of that? Everyone likes sex. Can you say that again?
Everyone
Really?
likes sex unless you're like some prude religious person, but I still feel like in the back of your mind that you still like sex and you just don't want to admit it because I don't know, maybe there are people who really don't like sex because then there are those people who are like, what do they call them? Androgynous,
Asexual.
Asexual.
Yeah, they don't
So what's
say they're
the?
not attracted to anyone.
Without giving specifics, Kourtney, who's the most high profile client you've ever had?
We're not allowed to talk about those things.
Okay,
You know, have you
okay.
ever heard of an
Yeah.
NDA?
Yeah. Well, is it like member of Congress or, athlete or?
Celebrities, athletes, politicians, musicians, comedians.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're not supposed to talk about the specific
The
The
person.
specific person, yeah. No, I can't. No name dropping.
Okay,
Can we
that's
do-
good.
I
Can we
don't name drop. I don't kiss and tell.
Can we do profession dropping though? At least profession dropping.
I just did. I've been with politicians.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
with athletes.
Uh-huh.
I've been with musicians.
Uh-huh.
What about an astronaut? Have you been with
No,
an
I have not been with an astronaut.
All right,
then.
That'd be fun.
NASA?
No.
Get on this right now. She is available. Be the first
Right.
astronaut to be with
Right,
a porn star.
I'd love it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. You could take me to the moon and back, maybe.
There you go. Come fly by me. There
There's
you
a
go.
TikTok right there. So, okay, what about, so I know this is slightly not off topic, it's on topic, but when you came to one of our events, by the way, guys,
Right.
check out my Instagram, we do events all the time. You're on my
Yes.
list. But you came to our event in July, and
Right.
we
I
talked
was going to
about,
come to the other one, but I had some personal things going on.
yeah. So the question I have is, like, we talked about how the negotiation works with the clients. So I think a lot of our listeners probably don't know how this works.
Right.
And I think it would be really informative for them to know how you actually negotiate with the client at a brothel.
Again, it varies. It depends on the girl that you talk to.
Yeah.
Every county is a little bit different. I would say the most expensive houses are going to be the bigger houses, especially the ones here in Vegas. Not in Vegas, but an hour outside of Vegas in Nye County. I would say those are particularly like the most expensive based on the prices of the VIP rooms. They're more expensive than like other houses. Even other bigger houses have VIP rooms that are a little bit less expensive than that. And
Yeah.
then every house typically has like a house minimum,
Yeah.
either spoken or unspoken. Like in some houses, it's actually a rule. They won't book you for less than that. And other places, it's more of an unspoken thing between the girls not to charge less than a certain amount.
Are we allowed to say those numbers or no?
So I can't like give you my personal like
Yeah, of
rates
course.
per like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, but that's usually what it's based on is the amount of time and the activities that you're going to do. You can come in with a specific budget and it's not like a set rate. How do I put it? You tell her what your budget is and
Yeah.
what you want to do, and then she'll come back and tell you like, well, this is my minimum for this and this is what this party would cost, and then he can make an offer and say, well, I don't have that particular much, that amount, but I have this.
Uh-huh.
And you can kind of come to some agreement that's in the middle. So that's why it's important for the girls. We always overcharge to begin with to get them not overcharge because,
It's a negotiation,
who's to
right?
put
Yeah.
the value on what you got. And if somebody's willing to pay, a certain amount, why not take that?
Yeah.
If you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. Closed zippers don't get head.
Yeah.
Or zipped up
Oh.
zippers. Well, it's this little saying that I say, and I can't remember it right now. Closed mouths don't get fed. Zipped up zippers don't get head. I
Oh,
remembered
there you
it.
go.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's a zinger.
Right.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's my job obviously to get as much as I can, but there are like what I would call an average rate that most girls charge for a specific amount of time. But then I know some girls who don't talk about time at all. They sell experiences, so it really varies. I would say at least most girls are in the 4-digit range. You can get
Wow.
something for maybe 300 to 500 is like house minimum type of rate.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah.
Not exact, of course. But
Not exact, but depending on the house and the county.
Yeah.
As I said, between 3 to 5 is like minimum.
Wow.
And then, going on time and activities, and if you get one of the VIP suites or not, some girls do multiple hours in there. It just depends on your budget and what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
anywhere
interesting,
from a
yeah.
couple hundred to a couple of thousand.
yeah.
Yeah. Lamar Odom spent $75,000 in
course he
3
did.
days.
Of course you did.
Right, but it was in the $10,000 a night penthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, so we get the high rollers, and then you get the average guys who come in with a couple $100, and it just depends on what you want to
Depends,
do.
yeah.
They can do something quick,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not under NDA with Lamar Odom, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm
Okay.
no, I wasn't actually the girl. Like I was on maternity leave at that time. I did work at Love Ranch, and I think I know which girl was.
Yeah.
there, but I was not there. I was
Okay.
not even on the premises at that time.
Yeah.
I was at home. But I heard about it after I came back.
Mm-hmm,
Of course.
So another thing that reminded me of was like there's this, I'm not very experienced in this area, but there's like this girl selection process. Like you walk in and the
Oh,
girls
yes,
walk
the
in.
lineup.
So tell us, like, so let's say I'm doing a bachelor party and my friends are idiots
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and they want me to have too much fun and
much
cause a breakup.
You guys drive an hour away from Vegas in a limo.
So
and
tell
go
us
to
the
a
whole
brothel.
experience. Yeah. So we go there, we walk in,
So
what
it
happens?
depends. You get to pick your experiences at most
Okay.
places. Some brothels are very like they want you to do the lineup. Some houses give you an option of doing the bar or the lineup. In the bar, the girls will approach you one by one and have a conversation with you. And then we have a time limit of 10 minutes to talk to you and get you to go to our room to
wow.
talk about prices. If you buy us a drink, we get an extra 5 minutes. If
Oh,
you
wow.
don't buy us a drink, and the hostess will come around our back and do this, and okay, it's time to go. He's not interested in coming to my room, or maybe like you tell him, maybe he just wants to talk to all the girls first and make a decision after. So
Yeah.
you say, hey, my name is Kourtney. I have to go. We have a time limit. We have to give the other girls a fair chance to talk to you. So if you decide at the end of talking to whichever ladies you're interested in that you want to go to my room and talk, just ask the hostess for me. And I'd be happy to come back out and talk to you. That's usually how that goes. In a lineup, all the girls in the house come out in a line. Usually they keep groups apart. So if you come by yourself and someone else comes behind you, they're not going to let the people behind you go with you. They only let you go if like you're a group that came together. Like you're saying, if you came as a bachelor party, all you and your group could go in what they call the parlor. And there's like, chairs and couches. It looks like a big living room, right?
Okay.
So you guys will sit down, and then they'll do a bell in the house. Ding, 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 ding. And then depending on the house that you work in, again, it could be from 90 seconds to 3 minutes. For all the girls, you have to put on your shoes and get to the front. And then once that timer goes off, then all the girls come out one by one. One girl walks out. Hi, my name is Kourtney. And then you stand there in a pose. You can't move.
Wow.
And then all the girls come out. And most houses are between five girls to 25 girls, and then each girl will come out, introduce themselves, and once every girl is standing there in a line, then the guys pick, oh, I want to talk to her. Some houses will tell you to go straight to the room and talk about prices. Dennis's houses in particular, he wants you to give them a tour. So you'll give them a tour of the entire facility and show them the VIP rooms, because like he feels like if they see it on the tour, they're probably going to ask the price for it once they get to your room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you show them like the
upsell.
available amenities. Yes, the upsell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all sales.
Yes. Yeah, like I know when I worked at Sherry's, their bungalows come with like a steak and lobster dinner. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
There's like
Steak
a-
and lobster dinner.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a special menu that's just for the bungalows that the restaurant cannot normally order. It's actually one of my favorite parts about working there because I loved the coconut shrimp.
Oh, there you go. Get
I'm
her
like-
that, guys.
Right.
Coconut shrimp.
I don't work there anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've sadly been through all the houses in Nye County.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I work in Elko right now, Desert Rose Club.
After the lineup or the bar, you go to the room, and then what happens? You talk prices.
You talk about prices. There's a time limit because you can't just be hanging out with people in your room all day without them, paying
Yeah.
something. The house wants their money, right?
Yeah.
So again, you have like a 10-minute time limit or so
Yeah.
to come to an agreement with that guy.
Yeah.
And then if you don't go to an agreement, you take them back to the bar, and then the other girls try to get them.
Okay.
Ooh, just get him.
Yeah.
Open
The point
for
is
all,
to get
yeah.
them to spend money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And follow up to that, I mentioned I have a friend. She just started camming, and
You
she
can-
told me that the guys most of her private clients, they
Right.
actually don't even want anything sexual per se. They just
They just
want the
wanna
company.
talk.
Yeah. So can you tell us more about that? Like,
Yeah.
what's your experience been with like clients who just want to? What do you think is the primary driver of emotion?
Again, it varies. There's so many different people in so many different walks of life. But
Yeah.
what comes to mind for me when you said that, I had a particular client that started coming and seeing girls in brothels after his wife passed away. He had been
Oh,
with
okay.
her and only her the entire marriage. He was like, he spent his 87th birthday with me. Yeah, that was my regular client for a couple of years, and then he like disappeared. I don't know what happened. But yeah, like he really couldn't even work. He didn't really work too much anymore, and like he just really wanted to cuddle and to talk and to tell me things about his life. And
So from what I'm hearing, it sounded like he was doing this grieving process per se.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, I just think he was lonely.
Well, ironically, there's an epidemic of men where we don't really want to do it. We just want to be with someone and
Right.
have that
Yeah.
emotional safety, comfort, and security
Right.
with a significant other.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right, and that's why girlfriend experience is pretty popular. I would say it's more popular than the porn star experience. Not everybody even wants hardcore or, girls that wear like a bunch of makeup and they have that dolled up look. Some guys like the girl next door. Some guys like to have the fantasy of you being like their girlfriend for the night.
yeah, what is the girlfriend experience per se exactly?
It's like a more sensual experience. Like maybe you'll go to dinner or maybe you'll cuddle a little bit more. There'll be more foreplay. Some girls kiss. I personally don't kiss in the mouth because there's still like risks with that. But
Yeah.
The
I'd say
saliva.
like, neck down, you can kiss my cheek or my neck or suck on my tits or whatever. It's like a sensual experience that would be closer to per se what you would do with your girlfriend versus like a porn star, like high energy, like fuck me. You
Yeah.
know? That's
Okay.
like the difference. Sensual or high energy.
Yeah, sensual and hardcore sexual.
Yeah, it could
I'm
be
gonna say
like a
that.
body rub, and cuddling.
So from what I'm hearing, because it sounds like more people need this GFE experience because it sounds more realistic.
It is more realistic for most people than porn star experience. That's more of like a fantasy thing. I saw some things in porn and I kind of want to get this out of my system and see what it's like. And then some guys realize, yeah, I see why it's entertainment. This is not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, going back to like certain porn categories because it's all just the craziness, the fluff, the extra energy
Right,
that's put into the
it's
stage.
entertainment and
Yeah.
it's
But there is one category that everyone forgets, and it's called vanilla.
vanilla,
There
right?
you go.
Vanilla.
There you
Vanilla, right?
Vanilla.
Just regular shit.
go. Yeah.
Because
Just be normal. Yeah.
it just be normal, you know?
Just, yeah.
Erotica, like softcore porn.
That one.
They barely even make it anymore.
Yeah. It's so weird.
It's
Yeah.
become about hardcore, but I'd like to see that come back. I'd like to see like a condoms are sexy series and like an erotica type of series. But I guess there's just too many people who like perverted stuff in the
Yeah.
world.
There's too many tentacles out there.
But
Cut the tentacle, guys. Focus on softcore.
but I feel like more vanilla people would watch porn if there was more stuff like that they could relate to.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They'd be more comfortable watching it,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
Well, here's
Yeah, no,
You can
I
wish.
agree with you. I agree
Yeah.
with
You can
100%.
wish.
I actually agree with you 100% from not my personal experience, Mom.
from a friend, right?
From a friend. It's
From
a friend. It's a friend. It's
It's
not
a
me.
friend.
It's a friend. I'm waiting for marriage. But
Okay,
it's a friend who told me that.
Right.
So I think he agrees with you.
Sure. Right.
Ironically, we're having an epidemic with young boys where the only guidance they have is actually through porn or the internet.
That's where it gets messed up.
Yeah, like,
Like their perception of how they're supposed to treat women.
Yeah, can
Or
you talk
have
more
sex
about
with
that? Like,
women.
yeah. So what's something that you've noticed that guys do really, really wrong?
Parents, it's your responsibility to put a child filter on their phone, on their tablets, on their computers. It's not the industry's responsibility to watch your children, but they shouldn't be watching it at the same time.
fair statement, fair
Right.
statement. But how do you feel about the argument that parents that don't have time for their kids, which personally it's like, why don't you have time for your kids? You're a parent. Because
Right, because they have the money to hire a nanny to take care of their kid for them, or
yeah, or
dump
the
their kid on the
the
grandparents.
new nanny right now, the iPad,
My son
iPod.
has an iPad, but like I put time limits on it
Okay.
and parental controls. Like he doesn't even have regular YouTube. It's literally kids YouTube. It's a whole separate app.
Yeah, they're trying to
Yeah.
get money off the kids right there. It's funny. It's like, oh, YouTube, trying to protect everyone, but you really can't, and you're trying to screw everyone over.
Yeah.
I mean, it is important though. Sex education, like starting around puberty, I think that sex education should be more available, and to have those conversations with your kids, like if they do find porn or exposed to porn, because like as they start getting older, like I said, into puberty, you can put child locks on their phone, but maybe they're at a friend's house and those parents don't do the same thing that you do, and they're gonna get exposed to these things eventually.
Yeah.
So talk to your kids.
So you think parents
Yeah.
should be way
Having-
more open about
Yes.
birds and bees?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. And of course, if you want to put your religious spin on it, or however you feel like is the best approach for you and your family, still have those conversations. because
Yeah.
they're going to be exposed to it otherwise. And would you rather be the first person to have that conversation with them or their friend, and then they, experiment and do something bad that they wish they didn't do?
That's gonna be hard to explain. Hey, mom, why is there like two guys on this one girl? What's a squid doing right here?
Or they get
Dad?
slapped by their first girlfriend for trying to do something to where they saw in porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bring the squid in during bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stick your thumb in my butt.
I think
Oh yeah, that one.
one of the other things.
Consent. Ask permission. May I stick my thumb in your butt?
With your prayers. With your prayers.
So I think I fully agree with you there, Kourtney. I think one of the other things is like parents don't train you for the male-female dynamic. Girls and guys are slightly different in the way they approach
Right.
dating.
Yes.
And parents, I don't think they do a good job of really bringing that up front. Most of them. It's a very taboo topic to talk about. I get it, but it's something that has to be done.
It's reality, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
why run from reality
Yeah.
because it's taboo or it makes some people uncomfortable?
Yeah.
There's going to be parts of life that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's important to talk about.
Yes.
You can
Absolutely.
avoid problems in the long run by doing so.
So
I agree, yeah.
you understand that duty and responsibility as a parent to bring to your children then.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to have these conversations based on the fact that I've been involved in the industry.
Yeah.
There was that one porn star, I forgot her name. It was either Lisa and Nina Hartley, I forgot which one, and how they handled it with their kids. And
Lisa Ann and Nina Hartley, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So from what I'm hearing, how they're handling it with their children, it's very private. When the time arises, they will talk about it with their children very professionally, very respectably. I guess.
At a certain age.
Yeah. of
Or when
course.
they start asking questions.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be hard when you're like 7 or 8 when they start asking questions. Oh boy. But assumingly, it's gonna be at an appropriate, very
Yes.
nice,
Yeah.
sweet
Right.
spot like puberty age 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Right.
But irrespective of that,
And
I
the
think
way that you say it, too.
Of course. Of course.
I think that's a responsibility parents need to take is they need to have those tough conversations. Like you don't want to fail and learn. Well, learning from failure is not that bad, but a lot of people they fall off.
Yeah. That's how you end up with teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have those conversations. Sex is normal. That's how
Every
all of
human
us are
being
here.
does it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how we all exist
Yeah,
here.
that's why all of us are here because your parents had sex. That's only why you're here. You're watching this because your parents
Thanks,
had
Mom
sex.
and Dad, even though I don't
Okay.
like you, Dad.
Oh God. Let's not talk about those parent issues right now. Oh my
No
God.
daddy
parent
issues.
issues.
Sorry, guys.
Final thoughts? Any final messages you want to say to the audience? Kourtney, we'll start with you.
Thanks for watching.
That, you serious?
What do
Yo,
I say?
all right. How are we gonna spice this up a bit?
What do you want me to say?
All right, how are we gonna do this?
follow my OF, follow my
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm okay with thanks for watching.
Yeah, yeah, or give like a misnomer. It's like, please, guys, don't forget to eat her out.
Oh,
Something like that. Oh, that was me.
Dude,
That
what was that singer she used?
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
say that
what-
as your ending. Hey,
what-
you're
what
gonna
did-
say that as your ending. That's
what?
Yeah, it was like the zip it thingy. What was that?
yeah, the head
Oh.
zip
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I gotta
Closed
write that down
mouths.
somewhere.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Zipped up zippers don't get head.
Oh my God, that's
Okay,
fantastic.
okay.
Coochie creeping right up in there. All right.
Ooh, coochie creeping. That's
Coochie
another
creep-
good one.
All right, let's go. Shout out to the boy who gave me that, actually. So, all right, Billy, what do you got to say to the audience?
Nothing. Just I want you guys to listen to this and be informed because there's just opening your minds and understand like there's people in different jobs, and a lot of people like me have traditional jobs. Or a lot of people like Kourtney have untraditional jobs, and we can all just learn from each other and be open-minded about what we do. Other than that, put my plug in there.
Learn to coexist. You don't have to
There you
like
go.
me. You don't have to like what I do, but I
Yeah.
don't deserve to be abused or to be less in society than you. My
Yeah.
job deserves to be legal.
But we like Kourtney here, so no issues. She's hanging out with us, so we're cool. But yeah, so I do a bunch of events. Julius and I do photo shoots, charity events, red carpet events. So just plug my Instagram in there if you ever want to be on the list, want to get involved. We are selective though, but feel free to hit me up.
All right. Thank you for joining the Jolius podcast. Links in the description below for their IGs. See you then.